Hey everybody, this is Elizabeth, and this is my first official episode of Smoky Magic Media Live. So if you guys are tuning in right now, be sure to like it, comment on it, let us know where you're tuning in from, and please share it. That helps with our post reach. So Rhonda, roll the intro. Hey guys, this is Elizabeth with Smoky Magic Media. I own a social media marketing company here in the Smoky Mountains, and this is my first episode. I wanted to talk about branding. I think it's really important for businesses to understand what branding is. Essentially, branding is a perception that people have of your business. That's the perception they have of your company. It's going to come down to your logo, the colors you use, the fonts you use, the customer service they get, and the type of content that you guys have. When I started my business, it was really important for me first to come up with a name for my company, to choose, my URL, make sure that that was available for my website, and then my logo. My logo was really important to me. That would set the tone for my company and kind of help me figure out what I was going to do with the website and the colors and everything. So my first guest is Angie with Team 22 Studios. Thank you, Angie, for coming on. I'm really excited to have you. Team 22 Studios did my logo. So that's kind of why I wanted to bring them on. They also did my headshots. Headshots are another thing that's part of your branding. If you are a real estate agent or an attorney, or like me, where your face is part of what your company is and part of your branding, you want great headshots too. So Angie, thank you. So if a company comes to you guys and they're wanting a logo, maybe they already have one and they want a new logo, or maybe they're just starting. Walk me through that process. They sit down with you guys.
Okay, the first thing we do is we have a consult with the business, and we need to know all of what your business is about and what you want to portray in your business. If you want a fun logo, if you want a serious logo, if you want something that screams rich, whatever you want, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about what your colors, like you said earlier. What colors you'd like to have, what kind of font you like to have. There are so many fonts out there.
Yes.
And you can even do custom fonts now if you want. So we talk about all those things and your colors, the idea behind your company and what you want to portray. Because when somebody sees your logo, you want them to remember it.
Yes, and that's what they're going to associate with your company.
Exactly. The next time they see your logo, they need to think your company. They need to think about you and your company and what you do.
Right.
If you think about logos, you think about the Coca-Cola logo and all those. I mean, you don't even have to see where it says.
Or you think about, like, Target, because you've got logo and color. That's part of the branding.
Exactly.
When I came to Team 22 Studios, I was just all over the place saying, I wanted to have the Smoky Mountains. I wanted it to be magical because I knew that magic was part of what I wanted to portray. Colorful. I didn't want it to be cheesy, but I wanted it to be cool and modern. I threw out all of these ideas and I got back several different options and loved them all. So then I had to narrow it down, and that was kind of a challenge because I loved every single option that was given, as an example. And then it's like, okay, what was the best one? Because you guys really took like crazy ideas and pulled it together into a phenomenal logo.
Well, thank you. Stacy Carrier, or Stacy Sagliano,
yes, she's married now.
Me, is actually our logo designer, and she does an awesome job. She's
wonderful to work with.
Quirky little mind. I mean, you tell her what you want, and she's so good at putting stuff together for you.
Yeah, and the other neat thing with you guys is that you do a logo reveal.
We do.
Explain that a little bit to people who may not be familiar with the concept.
Okay, when you have a logo and you're doing a video on social media or whatever, we can do a cool logo reveal, which is we can take your logo and make it sparkle or make it appear in different ways so that it's a video, and that is also part of your branding.
Right.
Because you choose one logo reveal, and that one is yours forever.
And that helps people associate logo, company, name of company, so it's all those associations going on.
Exactly.
They do phenomenal videos, so one of the things I love about what they do is that if you need something specific for your company, they're going to have that logo be prominent in there. You're going to fade out of it. It's going to do something interesting with the colors, with the fonts, everything that stays consistent. And so that's what really helps. The other thing I wanted to talk with you about was headshots.
Okay, let's back up for just a second, because I want to tell everybody about the motion art that we do.
Oh yes, you guys do awesome motion art.
When a lot of companies don't realize that now you can put a video for your cover. It's not a cover photo, it can also be a cover video. So what we do with our company is something, we always try to stay on the cutting edge and do things that are different that no one else is doing. And we call it motion art. And what we can do is we can take a single photo and put motion in a part of the photo, which is very eye-catching. If you go to Team 22 Studios Facebook page, you will see we have a picture of a wedding couple, and behind them is the water, and the water's moving. Yes. Which is really cool.
Well, and my cover photo is a cover video on my Facebook page for Smoky Magic Media.
Yeah, so
and you made the stars in my logo rotate, which is really neat too.
We made it magical for you,
Yes, it was magical. It was perfect.
Okay, now let's get to the headshots.
Yes, headshots.
Okay. Along with the logo, you need to have a really cool headshot, and I cannot express enough that you need to have a current headshot.
Yes, yes.
You don't want to be meeting somebody at Starbucks and have them walk in and not know who you are because you're using a logo from when you were 20 years old and now you're like my age.
Well, and if you change your hair color or you've done something different, you want your headshot to be absolutely current. I mean, it's really important.
Yes, and you want it to portray you as who you are. You want it to be professional, and you want it to be something that people are going to recognize when they see it. They'll know, oh, okay, so they're going to correlate all of these things with you and your brand. Your logo, your Facebook cover, your headshot, all these things work together.
Right, and that's what kind of pulls everything together. With me, I wanted to make sure that even the colors, so what I chose to wear for my headshot also, that way those colors coincide with, my website, with my logo and everything. It's all part of branding.
And please wear solid colors.
Yes, no busy patterns.
Nothing busy. You don't want to clash with all the other things that you're trying to do.
You think about what it's going to look like on a business card, think about what it'll look like on your LinkedIn profile, on your website, something that's very professional, goes with your branding. If you've got, bring your personality out a little bit too, but nothing that's too busy or that just might not translate well, on different mediums you're putting it on. So I always think about, of course, social media, how it's going to be used on different social media sites.
Yeah.
But it's important to have a really professional headshot, something that you can use. You match all of that. And Team 22 Studios is great to go to. So if you guys want to check them out on Facebook, check out their website. What's the best way for people to get in contact with you if they're looking for a logo or a cover video, or if they're wanting headshots?
Well, they can contact us through our Facebook page, Team 22 Studios. Or you can go to our website, team22studios.com, or you can just call us at 865-366-1213.
Thank you so much, Angie, for coming on the show. I really appreciated having you here.
I'm honored to be the first
I know,
one.
It's very exciting. Awesome. I couldn't think of anybody else to have on my first episode than you guys, who were so instrumental in starting my business off right, making sure I had the right tools, the right graphics, and everything to get me going. But you guys, I hope you've learned a little bit about branding. I'm sure in the future we'll talk more in depth about it. It's really important for your company to be able to have consistency, consistent posting, graphics, your logo, your fonts, all of that is all tied in together, and that's the perception that people get of your business. So thank you guys for tuning in, and stay tuned for more. I've got several more episodes coming up today.